we have now been joined on Zoom by virologist at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, NAST, Dr. Michael Owusu, to tell us about the deadly Indian strain detected in Ghana. Good afternoon and welcome to Newsbeat, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Great to have you here. So how different is the Indian variant from the already detected 44 variants in Ghana?
You know that the first wave was contributed by the very wild strain, which is the Wuhan strain. The second wave was due to the Alpha strain, which is what we term as the UK. And then what is happening with the third wave is what is called the Delta strain. The Delta strain has more than 70% transmissibility. And then it also is capable of causing severe disease, and is also capable of causing high level of mortality. So it's a bit similar to the Alpha one, but more severe compared to the Alpha one.
All right, so what impact does the new variant of the COVID-19 virus have on vaccines?
Well, the question of vaccines need to be looked at in two ways as to what the meaning is. When you give vaccines, there are endpoints that you measure. One of them is called symptomatic endpoints. And then we also have endpoints such as hospitalization and death. So what we understand about AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and the Russian vaccines is that when it comes to, for instance, the Delta strain, the Pfizer vaccine has high level of efficacy in preventing symptomatic disease. It's about 88%. Whilst the AstraZeneca has about 60% in preventing symptomatic disease. But when it comes to hospitalization, it's about 96% for Pfizer and 92% for AstraZeneca. So it doesn't mean that Pfizer will not work, or it doesn't mean that AstraZeneca will not work, but then the level of protection tends to be much lower if you are measuring symptomatic outcome. But then when it's about hospitalization and death, it looks more similar to Pfizer.
Now, Dr. Michael, how can we prevent future new variant of the COVID-19 virus?
Well, it will be difficult to prevent. What the scientific community is doing is trying to find vaccines, what we call universal vaccines, that will be able to evoke immune response against changing trend of the virus. But like we know in influenza, it's possible that for every new vaccines that come, we may have to be going for third booster doses or annual booster doses to cover emerging strains that will come. And the way the viruses behave, they work to escape vaccines that are developed. That is how they have been doing for years now. So in as much as we are trying to get new vaccines, they also try to mutate to escape this vaccine. So we need to work very hard to ensure that we get something that can cover almost all emerging types and deal with possible variants that may come in the near future.
All right, so will this delay the roadmap out of the COVID-19 pandemic for Ghana and the entire continent of Africa to attain herd immunity?
Well, the question of herd immunity will be very difficult because I think as we speak now, it's just about 0.6% of Africans who have been vaccinated against this particular virus. So it will be a bit difficult to talk about herd immunity, especially because we don't have industries in Africa that manufacture vaccines to deal with our problem. So for me, what we need to do now is to ensure that the protocols which is putting on of masks, then ensuring that people observe physical distance should be our priority, whilst we engage more bilateral arrangement, intergovernmental arrangement to ensure we also get our bit of the vaccines to protect many. And the good thing about the vaccine is that irrespective of the variant, it looks as if once you take the vaccine, the chances of becoming hospitalized and dying is drastically reduced. And that gives a lot of confidence in many countries that have taken this vaccine. That is what I think that should encourage governments to ensure that many people are vaccinated as much as possible across this part of the country.
Thank you for talking to us this afternoon, sir.